Yeah.
Go on.
Every single one.
Go ahead on.
All right, play the wall.
Flip a coin. The wall or She's So Unusual?
I think we should do Cyndi Lauper because Chris knows it and she can say something about it.
It's probably short, so...
Yeah, it's short. It's all a bunch of pop songs.
All right.
There's a couple of 5-minuters on here. Get your filler bill out. Okay, so now that we've decided what we're doing, and I'm apparently in charge, welcome to Talking Over Albums. 65.
Jesus.
I am your host.
Retirement age.
Oh, yeah, our podcast is eligible for AARP now.
Excellent.
Oh, I'm already eligible for AARP. I can't take advantage of any of it, but I am eligible for AARP.
We're here at the
They'll
Goonies
take my
Lounge
money.
with Ziggy and these two guys.
Hi, I'm Steve.
That's not
Steve
funny, man.
And Jay.
This isn't Huffable.
We gotta get something huffable for Steve. Please hold.
Get that Glade. He left that here, I think.
Pineapple and blue liqueur.
Yeah, that's a good one.
This wasn't one of mine.
Today's
Woodland Fruits.
offering is Cyndi Lauper's Opus. She's So Unusual. From 1983.
Just do 83, that's fine. It's like 81, 83, 84, somewhere in there.
Well, if it was 83, I believe this is the album I got for my... I'm going to age myself here, so brace yourselves.
Oh, I always thought she had a guitar on the album cover. It's not. It's just words over her skirt. Never mind.
Oh, yeah, what was that thing that Wyman was posted on there? Like, the number one song on your 12th birthday is your theme song or whatever.
Right.
And mine was Eye of the Tiger.
Oh, this has a song that freaks me out, She Bop.
It's a great song.
That's totally what it sounds like, too.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure I got this cassette tape, for my 12th birthday. So whatever year that was, that's when it came out.
2002.
I can tell you where we were living at the time. It was it was before many other things happened. Ha!
Was it before Peter Gabriel?
It was long before Peter Gabriel. So
just tell people you dated Peter Gabriel.
Oh God. This song has this album has 10 songs on it, one of which is 46 seconds long.
It's my favorite one already. Just kidding. I love Time After Time and When You Were Mine.
Literally every song on here was a hit, except for the very last one. And this is an amazing album. We're going to start with Money Changes Everything.
Mm-hmm.
You have to say action.
Action.
I have to say action.
Unless you're done with the
1983.
I think I'm done with the intro and we'll just keep talking over it because that's what we do.
TOA.
I just looked this up. It was released in October.
Oh.
I thought it was a summer album. That's funny.
Check with Cyndi.
No, it was just popular for the next 18 months.
Oh, I was just thinking...
Because every goddamn song is a hit.
No, I was just going to say, I have a thing maybe. The album was released in October, but the singles might have been beforehand. They used to do that a lot.
Oh, yeah.
They still do it sometimes.
Cyndi Lauper.
Cyndi Lauper.
Cyndi Lauper.
What they forget to really... Nobody ever really thinks about the fact that
she's so unusual.
Her voice is incredible.
You want to hear my impression of Cyndi Lauper?
Please. Yeah. See, you,
I think I've just about got it.
You mean Cyndi Lauper?
Kinder?
Here's your statement song, hon.
So this is Money Changes Everything. What's this about? Is it about if you don't have money, that changes whether I really want to be dating you or not?
No, this is if the lyrics tell a story of a couple who starts out together, then they're broke, and then they make money and everything's different, and now they're breaking up.
Oh, they're breaking up because they have money. Well, that's the opposite of the real world. Okay, that's very interesting.
Well, maybe she made the money.
Whatever. People don't break up when they're rich. What's the number one reason couples fight? Money. Keep that out of the equation, you'll stay together forever.
So she's thinking of fame. Fame breaks people up, not money.
Well, that could be
That
because...
sounds like a terrible lyric.
This is 80s as
Well, I'm pretty sure she didn't actually write it, but...
I was just looking for that.
If you look up the lyrics and scroll to the bottom, they usually give credit on the bottom of the Google lyrics thing. I've looked that up before just because I was interested in, like, who wrote this? Like, every song from Heart after 1980. Who wrote this?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not super familiar with the Cyndi Lauper. But damn, I love her voice. One of those things I've learned to appreciate a lot over time is she just she hits like the beginning of phrasing really well, or just it's like a gunshot. I don't know. She could start and stop on a dime really well. I don't.
Mm-hmm. If you want to get an idea of what she can really do, take home the CD that's of her greatest hits. The first song on there you've never ever heard before. And it's stunning.
Yeah, you were talking about that on one of the episodes.
It's
He's already
really
fast
amazing.
asleep.
Yeah, Ziggy's bored by us.
You're so boring.
Songwriter for this song, Tom Gray.
There you go. I don't know if this might be the only comment I have about her that way, but she seems to be a trained singer. Like, she sounds trained, but yet she's turned it into... Like, she has her own voice, own sound.
Yeah,
which is kind of like... Well, I was just going to say that seems like the key to getting popular sometimes is having the hook that's interesting and a recognizable.
The breath control that you have to do what she just did there.
That note, like she's just perfectly sustaining it for like a good 3 or 4 seconds.
Right. But her ability to make it her own, so when you hear it, you know who it is.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody imitating that.
Yeah, she's technically almost perfect, but still has like a punk
it's
quality
like
to it.
The classical training that it seems like she I don't know that much about her personally, but if she has classical training, she's like dumbing it down to make it poppy, but still using the skills.
Well, nobody would listen to it if it was called Girls Just Want to Be Moody.
And this is the song that everybody plays at their wedding because nobody else knows what to do when you throw a bouquet. We managed to avoid that at our wedding because we only had one single woman there. We just decided we weren't doing it.
It's time to throw the bouquet. Slap, slap, slap.
But hell, they were the next ones to get married.
Married?
I don't think I've ever heard her version of When You Were Mine.
What?
I may have at one
Settle down, woman.
Not sure how.
Not everybody sits around listening to Cyndi Lauper all the time.
I never heard Prince's version of it until about 15 years after this album came out. So to my mind, this was just a Cyndi Lauper song, and I heard Prince do it and went, "What the hell is this?" Like it just sounded all wrong to me.
I was going to say I'm like a mature male now, so I can see what's good about it. But when I was a kid, I was a little boy. I didn't give a shit. I was like, "This is dumb. This has nothing to do with my hormones. This is just annoying. Get out of the way and play a different video."
This song was first recorded in 1979 by somebody named Robert Hazard.
I knew that.
Can you imagine a man singing this song? Because I can't.
What do girls want to do?
Whatever they want.
Yeah, this is really perfect 80s production. It's not like... It still sounds pleasant. Nothing in it sounds like gratingly dated.
It's saccharine sweet and computer produced.
I mean, like, this is what Taylor Swift is going for, right?
I just remember there was a movie in the 80s called Girls Just Want to Have Fun, and this is the only song that wasn't in it. And there was a bunch of nobodies, well, as I recall at the time. I guess I could look it up, but it doesn't really matter. It's not important.
So what year was this?
But I remember the ads.
83.
They kept having these commercials, right? On, like, MTV, like, every 15 minutes. Oh, Girls Just Want to Have Fun. It's coming out. It's coming out. It's going to be the movie of the summer. And then you never heard about it after it came. I was like, I guess the 10 people that wanted to see that went and saw it.
Yeah, I guess some of that, like, that synth key sound that's kind of splattered throughout dates it a little bit. But mostly it's just guitars, so...
Next is When You Were Mine.
There's still no humans involved except for maybe the guy that produces and maybe plays a little guitar.
She plays that funky little harpsichord thing.
Uh-huh. Sure she does.
She does now.
I might have listened to this once on YouTube just because I was curious of, like, right after Prince died, I was kind of going through, like, songs he was associated with or wrote. But yeah, I don't remember this. You see, I would have to listen to this a bunch of times before I could disassociate it from Prince, because Prince has had that, like the double clap beat thing, and the more of a, like, kind of an Elvis thing on it.
See, the first time I heard that song was when Nick Lowe did it. He had a video, like, he was the first one that I knew of that did it, and he had a video on MTV for a minute, you know.
He covered this.
It was like, yeah, because he's not very MTV friendly as a performer.
The Jesus of Cool, Nick Lowe. He's great.
But
I like that she didn't change the lyric to say, I know you're going with another guy.
Yeah, this is great. It's just...
Because it's a throwaway.
It's just Prince's has such a distinct rhythm to it. Mm-hmm. So this is... It's just different, not...
Well, that's what I was getting at, is the first version I heard of this song was Nick Lowe and the Bad Seeds, and that was like a just straight up Prince cover, you know? And I'd never heard the Prince version of it, so I didn't know that.
Oh, do you mean Nick Cave?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, Nick Lowe is... I love the sound of breaking glass. He's that English dude.
I mix them up all the time.
Nick Cave is Australian.
Hey, you can fix that in editing. I don't know.
Let's see.
Fix it in post.
Nick Cave, When You Were Mine.
Wow. We're almost to the end of side 1 of this tape, by the way. It only has 4 songs on side 1.
I think you are thinking of Nick Lowe, because nothing comes up when I do Nick Cave.
What do I know? I was a kid. And as soon as it, like, passed, I didn't pay attention anymore.
Neither of them are coming up, so let me look up.
Wow, that's weird.
When You Were Mine covers.
Or just When You Were Mine. Jesus, I'll do it on my phone.
6 best covers of Prince's When You Were Mine.
Who else has done it?
Mitch Ryder of Mitch Ryder and the Detroit Wheels. The Crooked Fingers. What? Tegan and Zig. This is supposed to be a list. There's 3 people on here.
Let's say it was Mitch Ryder. I'll take that.
You know what boils my blood?
I swear, I just even heard something recently that
When you click on a link for a list of some sort on the internet, and it's so poorly put together, it's like, just give me the list. You bastards. Casio tone. So apparently, according to whatever Slate, there were... Oh, it says there was only 6. But I'm not really seeing 6 here, so screw this list. You Slate. And Jenny Slate as well.
It is really hard to find information right off the drop of a hat. Usually you give me plenty of time and I'll tell you anything you want to know
This is how
about.
long this album was a hit, by the way. Original release date, October 1983. This song was released in January of 85.
Hold on. Think real hard. Are you missing one? Her name rhymes with Franny DiBronco.
Oh yeah, she's done this many times.
Lamb chop, eels.
I'm not counting that. Nobody wants to hear me talking about Ani.
Okay, I don't want to get into Prince. I'm gonna do it anyway.
She's covered a bunch of Prince songs.
Here's the difference: is like Prince's had a good build-up, and the rhythm keeps it fresh. I like just the straightforward new wave cover of this, of like Cyndi Lauper's version, but like Prince's kind of keeps it bouncing, and he finds ways to build the song up to like little crescendos here and there. Here's one of my favorite songs of all time. Ooh. One of the greatest songs of all time. Time After Time.
Time After Time. Yeah. Written by Cyndi Lauper and Rob Hymen.
Christopher J. Hymen.
Hymen. Hymen!
Vast difference.
He's got the hymen!
Oi! The lady parts.
With the hymen. Don't
He
touch
loves
my
you
hymen!
guys. I can't wait for him to hear this.
He does a good Jerry Lewis.
Never heard this before.
He looks so depressed.
He's really sick of us.
Ziggy.
That would be fun.
Easily in the top 10 songs of the 80s.
Yes.
if I thought about it long enough, I may have to stretch that out like top
Did they use
15,
this one on Goonies?
Oh, I have some trivia for this one. The guy from Hooters is the guy singing backup. You know the song? And you dance like a wave on the ocean rolling. Yeah. Like, the lead singer of Hooters is the guy singing backup on this.
Wow.
Yeah, so she has two, basically like the two best songs of the 80s. True Colors is almost perfect, but it's more of a personal thing. I hate the way she comes in. What is it? It's like the third verse of True Colors where she kind of like sings ahead of the beat or something. I'd have to hear it.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It always kind of bugs me.
And you will find me.
Oh, listen to that sweet synth bass. This is Best Mall Walking song number 28.
So what would you say the overall theme of this song is? Is it somebody you've lost? Someone who's just depressed and like in the bell jar and you're trying to get him back? Or
I thought it was just based on the novel Time After Time. But
the H.G. Wells movie?
Who wrote that Time After Time book? I remember I bought the sequel. It's some weird... Lisa Grunwald.
Is it weird that he always reminds me, like, when people think that a book was a movie first? Like, no, remember The Time Machine by H.G. Wells? Yeah, that was a great movie. Did you ever read the book? There was a book?
Is it Carl Alexander? There's some guy who writes all these novels with time in the title. Time. Oh yeah, Time and Again. I remember buying that like at a Walden Books in 1998 for some reason. As a kid, even though I never read it, I just like, oh, this looks cool.
Well, see, here's where I get confused on this song. And I'm sure I'm overthinking it, but that's what we do here.
Jack Finney.
Okay.
Time and Again.
She's telling someone, the person in the song is telling someone, if you get lost, I'll be here for you, and I got your back, right? But then she's talking about how she's lost in the gray and whatever, and so who's lost here?
An 80s song that doesn't make much sense?
It makes enough sense
because
you can relate to it on all levels, basically, because who hasn't felt lost every now and then? And who doesn't want somebody to tell them that everything's going to be okay and I got your back?
It's a great song because it's not a he said, she said song. It's not a duet either, but like the male-female vocals are just like opposite sides of the mirror.
Yeah, that guy got totally screwed.
So it's not a typical guy-girl pop format.
Yeah.
They're singing the same thing. I don't even think they're singing in harmony. Oh yeah, he's singing like a little bit below, but it just kind of sounds like he's irrelevant to it, or he's just like a weird shadow in this ethereal pop reminiscence.
Universe.
And really, do we have to keep catching them when they fall?
Are we in the Lauperverse?
Yeah.
Having been someone who had to catch people when they fall,
the trust
sometimes
exercise.
You're just really, I'm kind of done.
But wait, you were saying before we're in the second side of the Lauperverse?
No, that was the last.
Yeah, that
was the last song on the four songs.
It's the trust.
Yeah, and side 2 starts with She Bop.
It's the soundtrack to the trust fall exercise.
She Bop.
Corporate trust fall exercise.
12-year-old Chris is bopping around.
And she bop, and they bop, and you bop, and they
you
bop.
know what they're talking about.
Yeah, they punch each other.
She has two of
in the puss.
She has two of my favorite songs ever, and two songs that I don't really dislike, but I find very weird. She Bop and damn.
Was it the theme from Goonies?
No, she has some other song. This is I find really weird for some.
That was one of my favorites. What was it called again?
Cyndi Lauper.
The Goonies.
Yeah.
Cyndi Lauper.
But wait, there was another like name of it or something. The Goonies song. How do you not know the Goonies song?
Oh, All Through the Night.
It was not the Goonies song.
Yeah. That song is really weird
Goonies.
to me. Is this song about sex?
No, the Goonies is.
The Goonies is an allegory for childhood sex. No, wait, that's it. Never mind. Ooh. Listen to that whistling.
Yeah, that's totally a person whistling.
Why do you hate 80s synthesizers?
I love this song more and more the older I get. Because, wow, when I was like 11 or 12 years old, I had no idea what they were talking about.
What's bopping?
What?
Did you
Better get a chaperone.
Did you not know what My Ding-a-ling was about either?
No.
Good enough. That's what it was called.
You're right. That's
God.
absolutely right.
You made me go look that up.
Okay, I just looked ahead a little bit, and that 45-second song has 3 writers.
That's so weird to me now that there really is no record industry. The idea of like, how do you divide the monetary worth of what someone contributed to a thing? You know, like the band, Robbie Robertson, and the, like, you got a bunch of creative dudes in the same band, so basically it seemed to come down to, like, who was just the most assertive with getting with a lawyer.
No,
like,
I think you have something there.
Because Robbie Robertson just seemed to assert himself and get most of the
sorry,
royalties.
this is All Through the Night?
This is All Through the Night.
Oh, I didn't know that was on here for some
I
reason.
love this song in every way.
My brain recognizes it as good songs. There's just something about it, like, lyrically that's, like, odd and disjointed.
This is a good example of an artist that does a lot with metaphors, and I like her anyway. I'm not a big fan of the metaphors.
Oh, I think she's an artist that does a lot with meth.
I just
Can't
get over how there's nothing real happening except for her voice.
Fine, we get it. You did this on...
I know, I can't get over it. It sticks out a lot.
When she toured, she had people.
Can you look up who the backup singer in this was? Is it the same guy from Hooters, or...
I'm annoyed, and yet it's genius at the same time. Think about it. How much could she have had to spend to get this made?
And yet you had nothing bad to say about Depeche Mode.
Did you know that the Cars did a version of this song?
No.
They didn't use it on any of their albums, and then she decided to cover it.
Oh, it's a Cars song?
Ooh, now that you say that, I guess I can kind of hear it.
Yeah.
I don't at all.
There's a Rick Ocasek feel to it.
Jules Shear is the songwriter, if that helps.
Yeah, you're the resident researcher. Did the Cars ever record a version of it?
I think she just
An
said
acoustic version was sung by Cyndi Lauper on her 2005 album, The Body Acoustic. In this version, Shaggy did the backing vocals.
Shaggy!
What? On this?
In 2005.
Oh.
Here we go, credits. Jules Shear does backing vocals. I don't know who that is.
Oh, listen to this sweet synthesizer.
This guy went on to do the soundtrack to Law and Order's.
Girl, you know why.
The songwriter
I love
also
ya.
wrote the Bangles hit If She Knew What She Wants.
He's chained to a wall somewhere in the Upper West Side of New York where they make him do soundtracks to Law and Order episodes.
Yeah, it's a weird song. I don't know why.
Oh, it's all about, like, that you just want to be inside your bubble with your significant other and, like, never talk to anyone else ever for a while.
Yeah, like it.
You know, like those teenage relationships where you're just on the phone all night.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great melody.
Nobody
knows
what you're talking about.
Like
under 40. On the phone? What do you mean? You were texting?
By the way, I dropped my phone on tile again today, and it's fine.
Nice.
There's a little more, like, scuffy over here, but it's fine.
I think I realized that I'm, like, right at the exact age cutoff.
Here's that breath control we were talking about.
Where even though payphones were around for a lot of my life, I still find it weird to see them when you occasionally encounter.
Oh, they're very distracting when you see them now.
I took a picture of the one at the library because I walked by it 90 times, and then one day I was like, there's some old dude talking on into the wall. What's going on?
Am I in Blade Runner?
Why is there a guy talking at the wall? And then I realized he's on a payphone and he's yelling into the handle of the payphone. I was like,
What is that thing you're holding up to your face?
No, I didn't see that part. I just saw him yelling. And I'm like, what is he yelling at?
Ooh, and now we have another hit.
Just old men just yell in public. They don't really care anymore.
At least in part written by Cyndi Lauper.
This might be our shortest episode.
What?
This is a fun little ditty.
This could not be shorter than Diver Down.
Yeah, I was about to say, but Diver Down is only like 32 minutes long.
We've only got 2 left
This is the Police ripoff.
Actually, we've only got 1 song left after this because there's that 45
Call you back to
thing.
my place. It's only mine because I hold my suitcase. Looks like home to me, alright. Can I go on a police tangent? Wet nurse.
For years, I went back and forth about whether that was Wet Nurse or Witness. Because, the name of the song is Witness, so you'd think, but...
I heard Wet Nurse.
I heard that for years.
Grabbing up a boob.
I don't want to be a wet nurse. No one does, really, right?
Wet nurse.
You gotta get it from down here.
Like, what's the accent? Where's she from?
She's from Astoria.
I thought, is that Canada?
No. She's from, upstate New York.
I would have assumed either Canada or Southern California.
I don't wanna be a wet
Yeah, at some point...
This is pretty good for I've never heard it before, actually.
At some point, we're going to have to, figure out the exact cutoff point of when...
The lyrics are dumb. I think that might be its biggest problem.
Of when 80s production went totally off the rails.
This one is called I'll Kiss You. I'll admit, this one's kind of another throwaway.
I thought Witness didn't... I mean, the lyrics were dumb, but the music was, way better than it had a right to be.
I had this album for years and years and years, and I never bothered to learn any of the real lyrics, only the chorus.
Wet Nurse.
Yeah, so...
Right.
Wet Nurse.
So,
Nurse.
That's how good that song
I'm gonna give you some tit.
It
Wet Nurse.
It was still a hit, though.
I'm gonna squirt it.
I do really enjoy this song it's got that more of a punk sound to it than any of the other ones on this album.
But, can I stop you for a second?
Mm-hmm.
Don't Stand So Close to Me, 86. The deep dive into 86ing 86. Don't Stand So Close to Me. I've got a name for it already. Let's 86 to 86. Don't Stand So Close to Me.
But as far as
This is another song just about women being horny, though.
Alright, you guys aren't laughing hard enough at that.
Yeah,
That was hilarious.
I'm sorry, I was trying to think of the thing that I was going to say.
I'll edit it out the first time. Hold on, I'll edit myself in last.
86 and 86.
I wasn't listening.
What?
Now you just want to drink. I just want to drink that jar of Cheese Whiz I accidentally bought at the store.
Somebody's got to do
and end it all right here. That's it. I'm done. Nobody thinks I'm funny anymore. It's time to go.
I wasn't listening.
It's time for me to fly.
'Cause suicide is painless. My stove appliances are stainless.
That's probably what the next line is.
Did you know that it's like Robert Altman's son? He was 14 at the time and he wrote those lyrics.
You care? Yeah. Altman.
What 14-year-old?
All his movies are so goddamn boring.
Oh, I'm not disagreeing.
Okay, but wait, you guys. The next thing up is going to be that 45-second song.
But they're boring.
I need that in my life.
What's
I gotta
that?
hear this 45-second song that's next.
Okay.
That has 3 songwriters.
Do you want to talk over it the entire time it's playing?
No, I want you to not do that.
I have not rung a filler bell.
It's called He's So Unusual.
She keeps it interesting as far as kind of throwaway sense.
She had Captain Lou Albano in her goddamn video.
Yeah, as far as 80s
in most of her videos.
80s throwaway synth albums.
Okay, here it is.
This one has kept my interest. So.
Okay. Well, we're gonna do our own filler.
Here it is.
Oh, here we go. She's doing like a 1920s.
Why is this so quiet?
He worries me.
This is her Betty Boop.
Just in case it wasn't obvious enough.
This is yeah.
Yeah, I mean, some of it's not interesting, but there's no real dead spot. So this is top tier for this podcast.
Totally could play that at a roller rink from cover to cover. Yeah. Nobody would ever know the difference. I'm
ready to go roller skating right now.
Pioneer Skate Land in Peoria, motherfuckers.
This one, they do a lot of play with what's you hearing in each ear. There's like offsetting
What's
voices.
that Oingo Boingo song?
Right. But it just reminded me when I said that, like, we always went to Pioneer, and that was the one out where Limelight used to be.
Yeah.
It was out
like
in that
Pioneer
area.
Parkway?
Yeah. But there was one where everybody in Peoria went to, but Pioneer was out on the north end. And it was like less people, and I always liked that better because I never learned how to roller skate, so I always fell on my ass repeatedly. So I wanted to mitigate how many girls saw me completely eat it numerous times.
Oh, no one lives forever.
I like how in the background she's just screaming, "Sushi! I want sushi!" 1983.
Let's do Billy Joel Glass Houses.
But you used to tell people you like sushi.
Yep, because nobody could get it, so it was.
it was totally fine to say you like sushi in
Aerosmith.
1990.
No, please, because nobody could check
Do
me.
Aerosmith's Pumps, where it's the clever album cover with the two old-timey truckies humping each other.
Yeah.
Thanks, Aerosmith, you piece of shit.
It's fun. If you're looking for anything...
It's a weird song.
Yeah, it's very strange.
I like it. Ooh, let's do Alabama.
I like it better than I remembered.
Let's do Alabama mountain music.
Yeah. Nothing about this song makes sense in the best kind of way.
You know what's weird is Lionel Richie. He had a lot of really top-selling albums,
and
I could not
had
give.
A dream the other night that I was in the frickin' all night long. Like, that was my life. Well,
so we both had music video
totally
related dream.
And then I had that song in my head for like 3 days.
Tiffany's Tiffany.
Aerosmith. I was gonna say from earlier, Aerosmith is like the Boston Red Sox of music.
All right,
they won't die.
That's over.
No, it's.
That's it. That's the
occasionally they do something really good.
We just relived
but most of the time you just go, yeah, they're there.
Or maybe my 11th. I'm really not sure.
There was no painful spot in it. I give it a
use your words.
Yeah.
Use your words. Come on. You can use a word. Make a word.
It was enjoyable. There, that's my rating.
I'm giving it 24. Whoop!
I'm giving it 3.5 heartbeats.
Oh, I'm sorry, podcast listener. That was a visual. And it was good.
That was a...
Podcast listener. She's funny sometimes.
I'll give it...
You just get a
Nancy, I know you're working from home. You should be listening to this now. Laugh your ass off at home where nobody can hear you. I'm going to text you right now and tell you that right now.
And then go out in the field and pick yourself a piece of corn.
Bitch, you better be listening to our podcast now.
Yeah, so I'll just finish it by saying, usually there's always a moment, or, you know, a song or two, or the album goes into a lull where it starts to get painful and grating for a little bit, or like, oh, I just want to skip this.
I totally get what you're saying.
That is a very concise, to the point album.
It gets in, it makes us money, and it gets the fuck out.
Yep.
Right?
Surface. There's maybe...
This is what you're here for.
Everything on here is danceable in some fashion, whether it's slow dancing at the school dance.
Right.
Or bopping around with your girlfriend.
It comes in, it makes us money, and it gets out.
It's good.
Kind of.
It doesn't even do that thing where you go to the concert and the old band wants to play that song.
Lyrics that are kind of
that song you don't want to hear. It's like, no, I don't like your new album. Play your old hits.
But like that and Yeah Yeah are both kind of like the lower points. But they're both, you know, not bad.
Episode.
But you got through them, no problem.
Tell the
Good job.
The ghost of
It's
Nancy
not-
goodbye.
Good choice.
Hey, Nancy, thanks for not listening anymore.
Bye, Nancy.